Hello, everyone. That's the Cybertruck in front of me at the Tesla shop. This past weekend, the company began showing off its futuristic new car in 8 Chinese cities, including Beijing. Tesla is still a favorite among EV users in China, even though local brands are very competitive. One thing that people don't like about Tesla is that it doesn't update its models as often as some of its Chinese competitors. Like Cybertruck, we haven't heard from Tesla officially that the Cybertruck will come to China. In fact, Elon Musk has said that it will be hard and that one of the problems has been the rules about trucks. But one interesting thing that a lot of fans noticed is that the name of the Cybertruck in Chinese doesn't contain the word truck, which is seen as a way for Tesla to maybe eventually bring the Cybertruck to China. Yes, I'm curious about more than just the names and what they mean. For example, in the US, pickup trucks are the most popular type of car. What's the deal in China when it comes to wanting something that even slightly resembles a pickup truck? There are a lot of rules about this, like you can't get a pickup truck here, and if you do, you can't drive into the city, at least not into some of the busier areas. It's interesting that people love to see and drive these big cars. That's what they were talking about. Everyone is impressed by their size and love the way they look. They were talking about how it looks like an armored vehicle. People loved it. But the rules say that you can't drive what would be considered a pickup truck into the busier parts of the city, so the name urban traveling wagon might not be the most catchy, but it might get you around some of the regular today. Tesla stock is going crazy. What's causing this sudden craze? Get ready to be shocked as we peel back the layers of mystery and drama to reveal the truth about Tesla's electric surge. In this video, we show you why Tesla's stock is making waves in the market, from huge gains to plans that will change the game. You won't want to miss a second of this exciting news, but please do us a good favor before we start. Click the like button and sign up for Tesla stock news to get the latest news. Let's start our journey through the world of money markets. Tesla's stock is currently rising by about 2.4%, which is the best performance since December 2023. In fact, Tesla's stock has struggled to close up by even 1% all year long in 2024. Now, let's look at some breaking news that explains why Tesla's stock is experiencing this 2.5% rise. Tesla's capital spending is expected to go up a lot in 2024, exceeding the staggering amount of $10 billion is just the beginning. In the next 2 fiscal years, the spending is expected to stay between $8 and $10 billion. However, Tesla is planning to cut costs in 2025 and 2026 while investing more heavily this year. This strategic move could possibly boost earnings per share for Tesla stock investors. More money will be spent this year, which could temporarily affect Tesla's financial measures but will lead to higher growth next year. It's important to remember that most of this money is going toward growing production lines, especially for the much-anticipated Model 2. This could cause problems in the short term, but it's for the best. The long-term outlook looks good because Tesla's business will likely have less of a financial burden in the coming years. This news is even more important because Tesla's stock has been trading in oversold territory lately. This upward trend is having a profoundly positive effect on Tesla's stock performance today. Additionally, there's exciting news coming from China. Tesla's Cybertruck getting a lot of attention during its national tour in the country. There are rumors that Tesla might make a smaller version of the Cybertruck to meet Chinese road regulations. This is in a market that bought 8 million electric vehicles last year. All of this attention around Tesla, whether it's for the Cybertruck or any other model, is a sign of good things to come as Tesla continues to capture the attention of consumers around the world. There is no doubt that the EV revolution is well underway. The fact that Tesla's newest products are getting a lot of attention in China shows how popular they are around the world and how they could change the future of transportation. Tesla's recently released 10K report shows that they have historically been able to make sales without using traditional advertising, which kept their marketing costs low. However, in 2023, Tesla's advertising changed, and now there are about 400 different ads running. This move toward a more targeted advertising campaign seems to be working, which suggests a possible growth avenue. For example, people who still watch. Leave a comment below with your ideas on this subject. Tesla's stock may also be affected by the weekly insurance registration numbers from China that are due out tomorrow. If these numbers match expectations, which range from 11,000 to 13,000, they could give the stock a big boost since Tesla hasn't given any official advice. These weekly numbers have become more important, affecting how the market feels and Tesla's success as a result, even though the stock price is up almost 3% today. The relative strength measure for Tesla is still only 24.44%. The company now has an impressive 473,000 workers around the world, up from 128,000 at the end of 2022. Also, now that Tesla's 10K report is out, people can look forward to a future Tesla all-hands meeting, which Elon Musk is likely to share with the public. Let's switch to CNN's coverage of the truck show at a Tesla store in China. Tesla is still a popular choice among electric car fans. There are still concerns about how quickly Tesla updates its models, especially when compared to its Chinese rivals. This is because of the difficulties caused by the regulatory environment. It's interesting to note that the Cybertruck's Chinese name doesn't use the word truck. This strategic choice could possibly show what Tesla wants for the future of the Cybertruck in China. So what are the bigger effects of this choice besides the name? Let's look into that as we continue our review. The movement in 10-year Treasury yields, which have dropped by about 6.2 basis points and now sit at 4.09%, is another thing that is helping Tesla's performance today. Today didn't bring much economic news, though. The Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index from the previous month showed a bad picture with a reading of minus 27.4, which was much worse than the predicted minus 23. This supports the idea that the Federal Reserve should think about lowering interest rates as soon as possible. Tomorrow, both in the US and Europe, several important economic reports will be released, which looks good. Be sure to watch our next movie, where we'll go into more detail about these data points and give you more information. Tesla's stock has also seen a lot of option activity today. While we don't have the final numbers yet because this video was recorded at the wrong time, preliminary data shows that hedge funds and institutions have placed 710 orders worth a total of $181 million, with a 55% favorable order value. In the bigger picture, 52.2% of the volume was on the call side, while only 47.72% was on the put side. There is a lot of open interest on the call side this Friday, 57.3%, and a lot of open interest on the put side, 42.47%. There are also a lot of short positions in Tesla, $14.78 billion, with a 2.92% short interest of free float. Notably, the cost to borrow is at a high of about 2.3% today. About 2.34 million shares were borrowed, possibly for short-selling purposes, while about 677,000 shares were returned. This net borrowing of about 1.66 million shares could be a source of dry powder for shorting Tesla. However, since the market seems to be turning in Tesla's favor, these short positions might want to think twice before going ahead with their plans. Let's talk about the participation ratio. Why does this matter? This metric counts the number of unique accounts posting on a stream compared to the total number of comments on that stream. In other words, it counts how many different people are adding to a conversation. A participation ratio around 60% is considered high, and when it comes to Tesla stock, the higher the better because it means that a lot of people are interested in and involved with the stock. Right now, not everyone is very bullish about Tesla, but here's the thing. Now might be the best time to be bullish. Remember the golden rule, buy low, sell high. Even though Tesla has had a small rise, the relative strength index is still very low at 25.36. This means that there is still room for more upside in the days to come. Now let's talk about the percentage of stocks above their 50-day moving average. It's up a small 0.31% today, reaching 65.12, but we're still a long way from the high point of 86%. It looks like the market is still a bit top-heavy. To keep a bull market going, there are two possible outcomes. Either the half of the market that isn't doing well needs to catch up to the big tech companies, or big tech companies might need to drop in price to match what the average stock is doing right now. For example, only 65% of stocks are above their 50-day moving average, while 35% are below it. This shows that market breadth could use some work. Now let's look back at Tesla's stock. It's trading at $189, $1.04 per share right now, and it's interesting to note that many people think that $180 was a short-term bottom for the company. If there's not a major market disruption, falling below $180 might be quite difficult. If Tesla's stock falls that far, $7 could be a critical support level, and $150 would be the worst-case scenario. However, it's important to remember that any major drop would probably require bad news specifically about Tesla. Even if the market as a whole fails, Tesla has been outperforming lately. Also, as interest rates continue to fall in the second half of 2024, markets will be looking ahead to mid-2025. If earnings improve, prices stabilize, and the threat of a recession goes away, valuations could go up. Some experts like Adam Jonas think Tesla could trade at a multiple of 170 times in the next 12 months, which is a huge upside potential. As rates keep going down, it gets cheaper for people to finance their Tesla orders. Tesla could give these savings to customers, making Teslas more reasonable, or they could slightly raise prices and share the benefits with customers while making more money for themselves. Either way, it's a win-win situation for Tesla in today's Tesla stock news. Well, we saw the price of Tesla went up about 2.4%, which was the biggest gain since December 2023. The rise is due to Tesla's plans to spend more on capital in 2024 and less on strategic spending in the years that follow, which could lead to higher earnings per share. Additionally, the attention-getting national tour of Tesla's Cybertruck in China and the possibility of a smaller Cybertruck version that fits Chinese road regulations were talked about. We also talked about Tesla's advertising ship, the possibility of a Super Bowl commercial, and the expected weekly insurance registration numbers from China. Now it's your turn, dear viewers. What do you think about Tesla's strategic moves, its performance, and the possibility of a Super Bowl commercial? Share your thoughts in the section below. Before we end, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Tesla Stock News for all the latest news. Watch out for our next movie. Thanks for watching today, and see you in the next one.